Yo, what up friends, Kenji's back for some more drafting here on Magic Online, some more Brothers War we've got ahead of us, and we are just going to jump right into this pack. Been having a good time with this format so far, and yeah, let's see if we can draft some spicy stuff. So, maybe not so spicy as we just opened one of the better rares in the format, that is the Steel Seraph. Hard to pass this, even if you're not playing white. This card is just fantastic outside of the prototype. It's always going to be a flyer. It's always going to have the at the beginning of combat ability. So definitely a bomb and one that you do not want to pass. Other good cards in this pack. Let us see. There's a Battery Bearer here. Very, very good ramp card for the blue-green decks. Altar's pretty solid as a value card for the sacrifice decks, or even in the decks that just produce a lot of tokens. Excavation Explosion's good. Power Stone Fracture. Easy Steel Seraph here for me. I'm not going to look to necessarily be... Whoa, what on earth? We just got past a Blade Coil Serpent too. And we have two other rares in the pack, so it looks like they took an uncommon here over the Blade Coil Serpent. Now remember, with these cards, you do not need to pay the X on them. If you just pay this for 6 mana, if you've put any amount of double blue, double black, or double red, it will trigger whatever the abilities are here. So if I'm playing black red, for example, and I pay black 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 red red, that's going to make the opponent discard 2 cards, and it's going to gain +1/+0 one time. So not sure what uncommon they took over this bomb colorless card, but I guess we will just have 2 crazy 6-drops to start the draft. Ooh, you know what? After these 2 first picks, or first and second picks, Foundry Inspector also looks a little more tempting just because we can cast them earlier. Spotter Thopter is another fantastic prototype. My favorite card in this pack is probably the Pendragon Strongbow. This card is just so nuts. I've had the best success in this format with Red-Black Sacrifice, and this is really one of the strongest cards in that archetype. It doesn't look like it does very much, but believe you me, it does basically everything you need it to. I kind of want to take the Strongbow here instead of taking the Foundry Inspector. I'm not sure if that's right. It's probably not. Given what we have already, I think we probably just need to take that. Okay, let's see. I'm not a big fan of Argivian Avenger, but it's okay. I'm also not a big fan of Burnished Heart. I've actually not found this card to be particularly good. It's just really slow. Excavation Prodigy is like fine. Sprite's a fantastic win con. 2-drop in green. Shoot down solid. Could just take Disfigure here, I guess. Of note, not really any white cards here. I think the Elite is okay, but I think between these two, we would rather lean towards being some kind of Grixis than necessarily forcing white. Because if you're not playing blue, black, or red, this card is, well, it's just a 6-mana 5/4, so I'm going to take the Disfigure and see what happens. Okay, well, maybe we're taking the Falaji Vanguard or the... Actually, Mechanized Warfare is another really, really solid card. I think another solid archetype in this format is just mono red, straight up. I wonder if we just took the Mechanized here. I guess that makes the Serpent worse, though. Because it feels like the black and the blue are the strongest of the kickers of this, but... Vanguard's tempting. Warfare is tempting. I think I'm going to go with the Warfare here, because if this pays off, it's super fun and super good. Now we can take like a Blitz Automaton if we want to. Yeah, okay. I don't think, even though we have this Stone Steel Seraph and the Blade Coil Serpent, do we want to take the Stone Retrieval. This has just been another really, really solid card that you can play on 3 or you can play on 7 or whatever. I guess the Great Desert Prospector is not actually that bad with the 2 top-end cards that I have, but Recommission's been another really, really strong card for me. If I do end up in white, take that. Okay, another Recommission. Oh no, there's a Door to Nothingness here too. Hall of Taxon doesn't seem like a bad free roll land too if we wanted it, but I'm going to take the recommission here. And then now we're going to kind of look out for some of the self-mill cards, like mainly I think the, what's it called? The Chaplain. It's like the Aeronaut Chaplain, the 3-mana 1/1 flyer that mills 3 and returns a land or a creature to your hand. Infantry here perhaps. Okay, we did wheel an elite, it looks like. So might end up playing that one. This one's also really good with recommission, you know? Like, it's a 3-mana 4/4 just as the card. So you're able to bring it back as a 5/5. We could end up running an Onslaught here. It's certainly good if we ended up in mono red with the Mechanized Warfare. Nothing else in that pack for us anyways. I dig this start. Oh yeah, another Warlord's Elite. Okay. While you have these elites, you also just want to pick up a lot of 1 and 2 drops. You don't want to just throw in random ones though. But with the cheaper your spells are, right, the more likely you are to cast this on turn 3 or 4 by paying the additional cost. Because right now we are pretty overloaded on 3s, but I guess, I mean, right now these are more like 5s. Super late Disenchant and a Scrapsmith actually for the recommissions, but I mean, we might not even be playing red, so I'll just take the Disenchant. Yeah, white's pretty darn open here, it feels like. Let's put that Disfigure to the board. The red looks pretty medium here. Pack 2, we open frickin' Hercule Master Wizard. Fantastic card, but not for us. I don't know, if we don't get enough self-mill effects, the white actually doesn't do much here. It's really the white for Steel Seraph, but like I said, you don't need to be playing white for that card to be good. Like, the best card here is just easily the Overwhelming Remorse, and I don't mind taking that, even though we haven't seen much black. I expect we're actually going to see a ton of black in this pack because we didn't see much black in pack 1. So if I take the Remorse, I think we can get a lot of good payoff here. I think I'm going to do that. This pack has Ichor Wellspring and another Strong Bull. Wellspring I've found to be one of the best cantrip artifacts in the format, especially if you're able to combine it with the red-black sacrifice deck. I kind of want to take this. I mean, you can also recommission it too, right? This is artifact or creature. But in white, you don't really have the ways to sacrifice it like you do in black and red. Kind of want to take the Strong Bull here, but I'm going to take the Ichor. Okay. Some okay white cards here. The Paratrooper's decent. There's another elite here. Butcher may be the best card in the pack, and it is indeed in black, but is it good enough? I think so. I'll take the Butcher over the Paratrooper and see what happens. What do we have now? Man, we just have infinite elites. I don't even think that's good, though. Not much here. Pristine Talisman you could take for the ramp, but I don't think that's where you want to be. Meticulous Excavation. This is really slow, but it has some ETB utility. We did take the Ichor Wellspring, for example. It's kind of cute with it. Not very good. Just a bad pack in general. Gosh, why do I feel like taking Pristine Talisman? Even though I don't think it looks that great here. I mean, we don't need a third Warlord's Elite, do we? Yeah, I'm just going to take the Talisman and see what happens. Another Butcher here if we wanted to. Also got a Power Stone Fracture now. which we probably want to end up taking. Another Strongbow, but I don't know. I think the red-black sacrifice deck might have sailed. And we have some really strong black cards, so let's take the Fracture. Prison Sentence or Realization is good. Gigamol's okay for recommission value if we wanted. The more and more I play this format, the less I like cards like Prison Sentence. Just because there are a lot of ways to like sacrifice a creature, bounce a creature, kill an enchantment, so this doesn't turn into the best of removal a lot of times. I'm going to take the Realization here. Card draw with potential removal looks good to me. So if we're playing white-black, Serpent would just be okay. A Levitating Statue here is solid. Alright, I like that. It's a cheap artifact for us to play pre-elite. It also triggers on all of my non-creature spells, which I do have plenty of. That's fine. Another Warlord's Elite. Do we want to take this Swiftfoot Boots? I might actually play that. Like, it's if I can suit up the Steel Seraph with the boots, that's pretty much game over. Plus, again, another cheap artifact to tap for the Warlord's Elite seems good. I'm not locked into white by any means, though. Like, we really haven't seen much of it. It's just I don't have anything else going on. Like, what I think we're doing right now is just, for the most part, black cards. Like, this animation is almost super tempting because it lets me animate any of these cheap artifacts I've taken. Bitter Reunion's also kind of tempting. I mean, Evolving Wilds is kind of tempting. That's a super late Stern Lesson too. Okay, well, we might be doing some weird pivoting. I guess I can play the Talisman in any of these decks as well. But yeah, the red and white here just looks really weird. We're wheeling a Strongbow though. What? Okay. That's the best card in the pack by far. Trooper versus Scrapsmith. Trooper is a maybe. Scrapsmith would only be good because we have the like recommissions, but we might not even be playing white anymore. Fortunately, because you get so many playables in formats these days, like even though we're waffling a bit here in pack 2, I'm pretty confident we will end up with a strong deck after pack 3 is all said and done. Steel Seraph, Blade Coil Serpent, pack 1. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well, there's that Meticulous Excavation on the wheel. I don't know if that's worth running at all. It's probably not. Maybe Supply Drop. Unplayables. And just bad cards. It's okay. Alright, pack 3. Give me a direction. Because right now I think we're just playing black with an unknown secondary. Oh, there is a somewhat good black-white card. Again, I don't have any of this self-mill to really make the white-black good, though. I'm tempted to take the Obliterating Bolt here over Hero of the Dunes, but I think this is close. Like, look at my creature count. I have no creatures at 1 or 2 mana. Our creatures start at 3, and that's the same if you go look at the white or red, basically. I mean, there's 1/2 drop in white. And I know this recovers 3 drops as well, but I feel like taking Obliterating Bolt might be correct here. Is this right at all? I'm going to do it. I think this is right. Did we get rewarded? Well, not really, because we're just taking remorse here. Felden's not very good. 2/2 haste, can't block. And oftentimes the secondary or the third ability or whatever is detrimental. Like if you attack with this later in the game and the opponent can multi-block it, they effectively mill you out. But yeah, another remorse is just great. So just black, splashing something. We don't know yet. Combat Thresher is decent, but it's another 3-drop. Scrap Work Mutt's very good as a 2-drop that can go into any deck. It's good if I play the red with it. Huh. I have no ways to pump the Combat Thresher except for the Paratrooper ability. You need to be playing white to play this card, because if it's just a 7-drop, it's not good enough. I'm going to take the Mutt, because it's just going to go into any of my decks anyways. Okay, well, getting rewarded here with both an Excavation Explosion and a second Bolt, so we might be leaning into the red now. This was a messy draft, I'm not going to lie. What's better? Both Explosion and Bolt are so good. I guess I go with the Exile effect over the Power Stone Producer. Another strong pack here. Lots of good red-black stuff again. Oh, finally we see an Airlift Chaplain, but it's too late. Jerk. That would have been good much earlier. All right, we'll take another Pendragon. Burnished Heart's pretty filler. You might not like to hear it, but it is. How good is this Mechanized Warfare? We have... Wait, what is the wording on this? Artifact or red source. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, that's worth running that. We do need some more creatures, though. And I don't think the Burnished Heart's worth playing. Could just take Mine Worker as a 2-drop. I think that makes sense. Well, you need to be playing blue-white for that to be good, but that's kind of funny to see it at whatever pick this is. Pick 7, Urza. Is Swift Spear playable here? Well, I'm not playing anything else, so I guess it has to be. Bitter Reunion's okay for cycling. Okay, maybe we can play another Swift Spear here. These don't look that bad. I mean, I can cut the Pristine Talisman super easy. Actually, yeah, these Forge Chancers also don't look bad. Replace like the random-ass Mine Worker. Oh, excuse my French. Chain Dancer, I don't think so. Although this is good with Mechanized Warfare for sure. I don't see us running any of these. Yeah, I think we kind of got there. I mean, the Swift Spears are most likely just cuts, but I ended up with a pretty decent deck, I feel like. Yeah, maybe we even run another one of these Forge Chanters. So maybe cut the Onslaught here. I don't think that's quite good enough. How many 2-drop creatures do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Could probably use some more 2s. But we don't have any good 2s. Okay, well, we have a lot of removal if nothing else. So I could easily see this deck rolling over people just because we kill all of their relevant cards and then beat them down, you know? I think we ended up with a solid one. If I cut the Falaji Chain Dancer, do I have enough artifacts and red creatures to warrant the warfare? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, plus the 2 bolts would deal 5. That seems worth it. Wish we had a couple more good 2-drops, but I mean, I think this deck looks pretty solid. Maybe missing a couple of ways to make some power stones. I guess the Butcher here doesn't actually look all that great. It's probably good enough, though. Yeah, all right, let's go. Add some mountains and swamps. 9, 8 looks okay. Best part about this is we've maximized the value on our Blade Coil. And we still cast the Seraph on 6, so confident here. Think this deck looks good. Let's give it for a roll and head off to round 1. And here's round number 1 of this Brothers War draft with our red-black deck. Boo, howdy, what is this? A 1-land hand. All right, well, down to 6 we go. And that is much better. This hand's fantastic. What are we pitching here is the question. Maybe Disfigure. I kind of like doing that and keeping all of the creatures with the Mechanized Warfare seems really good. Because if we can just go like creature warfare, that might put them under the dirt. Well, wish I had kept the Disfigure for Teethling Wormlet, but we do have a lot more removal in the deck. Let's go with Mutt and discard the Bitter Reunion. Can we get a land next turn? That's the question. Yes, we can. All right, let's go to combat for 2 and then play out the infantry. Obviously, we're hoping to hit a mountain for the warfare, but just being able to play out some more spells is always nice. I mean, I have a bunch of 2-drops in my hand. The Tower Worker. All right. Wormlet gains life and gets a little bit larger. Another mountain, or another swamp. Mountain looking really good if we can draw it. Mountain, play Warfare, trigger statue, animate statue, attack for a ton of damage. So they play a Boulder Branch Golem, gain 3, then gain 4 off of Wormlet trigger. Mountain is nutty. Come on. Strongbow is fine, but not amazing. They might trade for the Boulder Golem now if they need the mana for the Tower Worker. Oh, they're back to 20, by the way. I guess they are mono green. Here comes a big creature. Power Plant Worker, hold up a green. Do they have Bushwhack? Oh, that Teethling has Death Touch now too. Okay, there's the mountain. All right. Well, this does mean we get to start doing stuff here. We can attack with this because it'll deal 4 damage to anything now. I assume they're going to trade with their golem or whatever. They might have a giant growth in their hand too. Oh, they straight up took the damage. Okay. You know, if the opponent's not careful here, we can definitely kill them out of nowhere. Keening Stone, I love it. Well, that's not going to be that good right now. I really hope they attack with the Wormlet this turn. Darn. Oh, that's a turn late to kill the Wormlet. Oh, wait, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Let me double check this. Yeah, that's perfect. I lied. Beautiful draw. This warfare is looking really, really good. I think this is all-out attack. No, that's probably not right. Just attack with the 3-1. Oh, they're still not blocking? What are they doing? I killed them with 2 activations of the Strongbow now. They need to gain some amount of life here. How are they not trading? That's crazy. Okay, well. That's going to be a win then. We just activate Strongbow end of turn and then activate Strongbow again. They got very, very sketchy with their life total there. All right. So mono green versus red black. That worked out very well. I mean, man, if we had kept that disfigure, that wouldn't even been close. How much life did they gain that game? The 1-1 gained like 4 or something life, and then they gained 3 off of the golem. Yeah, we'll run it back. We got no sideboard, really. Move on to game number 2, and the hand is nuts. What a curve. Look at that. 3 lands, both colors. Nice 2/2/3 with 1 removal spell. That's not the Wormlet. What does this do again? Target non-creature artifact or non-creature enchantment. So they can kill this statue with the might if I haven't animated it. They're gonna oh, they're playing the mill. That's crazy. That's super funny. Okay. Well, I need to get on the board. I think we're going to go statue into disfigure, maybe. Oh, that's a lot of swamps. So, they were running 42 cards, I didn't mention, but they do have more cards in their library than I do. All right. guess I just start attacking. Huh, they're blocking. Okay. Well, do I even play out the statue? Because I have to invest 2 mana every time to do that, so I probably don't. Problem is, they're going to play like one big creature to stabilize, and Disfigure is not going to deal with it, so I'm going to need to draw... Wait, what? That is not a big creature. I'm going to need to draw like one of my remorses. I mean, I guess that's bigger than what I have, but... Man, well, not great when you're drawing this much land. All right. So they're going to have to mill 5 here. I'm going to mill 2. There goes their Keening Stone. Okay. So I mill 2, I go to 19. They mill 5, they go to 19. And now I just win this race, right? Oh, no, they still win it by a little bit, don't they? So I need to draw something relevant again. Yeah, they're 1 ahead. What on earth is this game? And I keep drawing crappy lands too. Sheesh. Let's see. Okay, so that's going to make me mill 3. Okay, sec. See, I'm going to mill 5, go to 11. So I probably need to play out one more card. I'm going to mill 7, go to 9, draw to 8. But if they just have one like big golem, I'm going to lose unless I need to draw one of my overwhelming remorses. Okay. So I'm going to mill down to 6, draw to 5. We're going to need to kill him in one fell swoop, assuming they keep passing like this. Oh no, they have Altar of Dementia too? Oh, well now we're dead if they have any creature. Wait, they don't? Do they not have a creature? Can I kill them this turn? Play statue, sacked statue, that's 2 damage. Muttwork, so this is... Well, I think I have to go for it. Because if I don't and they draw any creature, I lose anyways, so... Let's see. Butcher doesn't have haste. No, but we can play it out and then on our upkeep activate, so we want to discard Remorse here. Wait, did we just seriously draw another Remorse? So now we attack. Sack. 13, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Sack. Go to 1. Play Butcher. And then we kill him on our upkeep before we mill out. So they need to have a removal spell here. Nice. Did we get him? Activate. Butcher. Hey, look at that. Mesmeric Fiend, Altar of Dementia, and Keening Stone. But they were bricking out pretty hard, so whew, we got them. Nice game 1. Let's go. Next round here of the bro draft. Yeah, we can keep this hand on the draw. 3 removal spells / maybe even a card draw effect if we want to. Well, even more removal now. I guess we're hoping to draw Swamp to draw 2 cards with the Gruesome Realization since we have so much other removal. Well, I guess that's not really much right now. It's a 2/3 for 3. 2/1 Flash Flyer? No, they have a Curate. So playing versus blue-red, they're going to be on the Prowess deck. But no plays. Okay, well, there's the second black source. That's good. Still going to go ahead and just try to get online with the Strongbow, though. And they have a rebuff for the counter, sure. Land and pass again. Okay, I'm going to just get my creature online. And they're going to spend their turn surveilling another dig site to the graveyard. Huh. Normally you don't run 2 of these in your decks. But maybe they don't have super heavy mana requirements beyond maybe, like what, the double blue here? Aeronaut's Wings, okay. We still haven't seen a creature from them. Let's go ahead and draw 2. Land, attack for 2 and pass. Zephyr Sentinel. They did it! They played a creature. What's our plan here? I guess we'll probably end up bolting the Sentinel, since we can still Remorse afterwards, assuming we don't draw something better to do. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they are going all in. Oh my. Okay. So yeah, we'll bolt the Sentinel. They have 1 card left in their hand. Bolt the Sentinel. Attack for 2. And then I don't want to Remorse their Rock Hunter quite yet, because maybe they play a land and a Blitz Automaton of their own or something. Or an Argivian Avenger. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take 4. I'll go to 10. I'm going to kill their Avenger. And then plan on just hitting them for 8. Or rather 7, because I can count. Unleash Shell. Blech. Kill my 6/4, hit me down to 4. Well, this is going to be a close one. That had to be one of our best draws. All right, this is going to be 6. So we get to play Foundry Inspector. Then we get to play Wellspring for 1 mana. Draw a card. And we get to fracture their creature, sacking the Wellspring, drawing another card. And then hit them for 3. So we need them to fade on a larger creature this turn. Because if they brick here, then well, we should have what it takes. Okay. Lead on infantry, because we'd rather have the butcher resolve. We're actually pretty happy if they just have another counter here instead of anything else, since we're already winning on the board. There's a counter unless you pay 4, so it doesn't matter if I play out this last land or not. Wow, so they got super greedy, huh? They had a counter and they opted not to counter the infantry. Strange, because there was a chance that I just didn't do anything afterwards. Okay, well, we won that one. Red-blue spells. We, again, look at our sideboard, realize we probably don't have much of a sideboard. I think this should be an okay matchup for us, especially if they're running all those, like, power-up enchantments. Because we have so much removal. We have 2 Remorse, we have the Realization, 2 Bolts, Fracture, and Disfigure, so should be okay here, I would think. Oh man, this is actually really close to a keep. We're like 75% to draw a land in the first 2 draw steps. Yeah, this hand, I'm going to keep this hand on the draw for sure. We just need 1 land. Just 1 land. That's all it takes. Feldon. I wish my only land was a swamp right now, but oh well. That will do. Okay, so I think I like going Mutt and discarding the statue here. Ideally, we kill the Feldon with Disfigure and save the Bolt for something better, but I could just block Feldon with my Mutt if they attack again. I mean, the Feldon can't block, so it would make sense for them to do so. Yeah, I'm okay with this. What did they hit? Land and a counter, yeah. Oh, they have a lot of counters in their deck. That's really bad with Feldon. Huh, okay. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and just bolt that Cindermaw right now. That's a really problematic one. If they just pass, I'm assuming they're going to go for the rebuff here. And I'm okay with them countering one of my Strongbulls. Oh, maybe not. Stern Lesson, end of turn, sure. They have a severe mana advantage on me, though, I will say that. That's good. We can disfigure the commando now while they're tapped out. Let's get the Mud online. Try to find a land here. Discarding the secondary Strongbull, I think. Good. Land acquired. Disfigure the commando. Hit him for 4, and then we sack after the mutt has done the damage. Oh, they have an automaton too. Oh, they have an arcane proxy. 4/3 cast one of those spells from their graveyard. Okay, well, that's pretty bad for us. I guess it is just a 4/3 at the end of the day, but yeah. We need a little bit of help here, and they've dug through quite a few cards. That might be a good sign they don't have much, though, if they're using Upkeep Surveil. Oh, well, they kept whatever it was. Drafna, oh my gosh, this card is amazing. We need to find a swamp next turn, because if I can fire off the realization, we're going to be in a happy spot. So swamp. Man. Okay. Well, we definitely have a big problem now, because even if they just get one piece of value, like they can bounce the Arcane Proxy if they want to. Oh man, is that the third? No, that's the second, right? They flashed it back the first time. But basically, if they cast any relevant artifact here and copy it with the Drafna, we just lose on the spot. And they can bounce their Arcane Proxy, like I was saying, if they really want to. Well, they didn't copy it. Can I draw a couple lands, please? Both of our 6-drops in hand, but... That's not the land we're looking for. Sheesh. I'm guessing this is going to be a pretty quick loss. But we'll get them in game 3 if we do lose. And who knows? Maybe they don't have anything and we can resolve Steel Seraph. Unleash Shell on my Butcher end of turn. Okay. Well, I guess that's actually good they decided to do it there, because now if we draw a land and get to resolve one of these relevance... oh, they can bounce the... No, Proxy doesn't cast that. It's based on power, right? Yeah, never mind. One, two, three, four, five. Alright, so they bounce their flyer, they can recast it and copy it. No, they keep not doing this for some reason. Maybe they do have a counter in their hand then. That's probably what it means. Alright, I mean... Huh. I guess I'm gonna go for the Serpent first. Okay. So I guess they don't have a counter. If I attack, though, this trades with their Arcane Proxy, which is pretty weak. So I think we want to wait, because they didn't have a counter there. And And so what we can then maybe do is go Seraph next turn, give this flying. Oh, once again, they're bouncing their Drake. Are they going to upkeep Surveil? No. Oh, now they're going to copy it. Okay. Huh. So I wonder why they weren't doing that before. Oh, it's because they have a counter in their hand. Of course. They just didn't... There's no reason for them to counter the Blade Coil Serpent. Yeah, of course. Right. So we tried to bait the counter with the Serpent, but they didn't bite. I mean, I'm going to go for the Steel Seraph. There is always the small chance that they still don't have a counter, but I think it's very likely that they do. All right. Oh, they didn't. Okay, Serpent gains lifelink. Hold up, maybe there's a small chance here. Oh, wait. If they see the play, I still lose. Oh, they just had first strike. Okay. I was going to say, if they see the play of blocking with the proxy and then giving it or bouncing it before damage, because I don't have trample anymore. But now... Oh, no, this has flying. I'm not dead. What am I talking about? Hold up. There's still a chance. Okay, now they're bouncing the proxy. But that can't cast Unleash Shell. So I don't think I'm dead here. That can copy the Whirling Strike and the Stern Lesson. I mean, they get 2 4/3s though. I don't even think this is worth it for them to copy, is it? Maybe it is. I guess they get Stern Lesson and the Whirling Strike, so I'm going to take some amount of damage. Okay. Oh, it's an if you cast trigger. Ah, okay, so no, they only get one of these spells, not both. What is this weird game? Admittedly, 2 4/3s might still just be good enough. Okay. Swamp? Are you joking? Well, now I think we lose because we didn't draw Swamp. Because I can't even attack with the Proto or the Seraph and gain life, so we're just dead here. I need to, like, kill their Drafna. Sheesh. Too bad. And another flyer. All right. Good beats. What a weird game. Oh, God. That second Swamp might have actually won it for us if they... Or if we drew it before they started making all those copies. But I think this is an okay matchup for us. Let's run it back. Let's be on the play here for game 3. Okay, this is keepable. Getting on the board early looks like it's going to be important versus them. because they have a lot of card draw. So if they just spend too much time dirtling around, then we can probably get them. I'm going to go lead with the Mutt here and discard one of my Forge Chanters. Hope to find some more lands. Also makes our Remorse cheaper. Okay, that's fine. Land, please. Oh, man. Oh, come on. This will be a frustrating way to go if we lose it just because we missed some more lands again. Yeah. Mountain, maybe? No, not a mountain, but we'll take it. Still going to attack here, I think. Yeah, if we had drawn Mountain there, we get to play the Warfare and attack with both. Four mana pass. Alright, we found the Mountain, but now we're not going to run into a counter. I'm just going to attack with the Prototype and see what they do. Yep, if they go for like Whirring Strike, we'll Remorse. Beautiful. I don't think there's a 2-mana spell that they could have to counter there. Desynchronize only counters artifacts and stuff like that. So now, because we have pressure, they have to do something again. Well, I'm guessing they still have the counter in their hand, so... let's just attack without playing out Warfare. I think it's pretty obvious that they have counter in their hand. Either that or they have an... well, for sure, baseline a counter. Maybe they have their like 2-1 flash or something, but... so I don't think I have any reason to run into it. We just pass. If I draw a 6 land, I can go Foundry Inspector, bait out the counter, and then jam the Warfare and just win. Well, that's not good enough. That doesn't even block. Okay. So I think Desynchronize does not counter Warfare, right? So, again, just slam the Warfare, attack with everything, and say... suck on that counter spells. Now they like have to trade. Okay. And again, I have no reason to run into their counter. That's very obvious. Well, that's not true. The one reason I would run into their counter is for them to counter the Foundry Inspector, and then I slam the Blade Coil. But since we have the Mud in the graveyard, we have no need to do that. They're just dead on board 3 different ways. Yep, easy. All right, like I said, as long as we can get on the board early versus them, we should be okay. And now we're 2-0. Let's go get a trophy. And on to the third and final round of this here Brothers War draft. We have won the die roll, and we are going to keep this hand on the play. Yeah, obviously we just need to find a third land. Doesn't necessarily need to be a black source, although that would be great too. But if we can find a land in the first couple draws here, then just curving 2-drop into 3-drop, 3-drop, 3-drop should be good enough. The problem will be if we miss that third land, so obviously slight risk, but you never really mulligan these type of hands, seeing as you're, almost 75% to hit in the first 2 draws. Okay, well, it wasn't a land, but it was castable, so that is not bad. Time to draw the land, though. Blue-green. The opponent's probably ramping, which means if they are, we really need to hit that third land. Ooh, not quite. But it is not bad. It cycles. I'm still going to go with the second Forge Chanter here instead. Because that way I get the double prowess trigger next turn. And they're likely to play like a 3-2, I would imagine. Oh, a Staff of Domination. That's pretty cool. Okay. I found the land a turn late, but here we are. So now, instead, I'm just going to smack. And I think I like going with Infantry here over Foundry Inspector. Just because I like attacking into something with the Foundry Inspector more. Hopefully they're still on a little bit of a slow hand and don't have anything good here, but if we can find a couple more lands or maybe trade off a couple creatures, the Overwhelming Remorse will get reduced as well. What is this? 3/3, gain 3. Okay, that's not the worst. That we can beat, and another land was great. In fact, what I get to do here is go Foundry Inspector, land, Wellspring, double trigger the Prowess, and then attack with everything, and the only creature they can trade with is the Infantry, so they're taking at least 4 damage here. Ooh, another fantastic draw. All right, yeah, we are looking fantastic. Absolutely splendid. Five mana. What you got? Nope. Disregard. 4 mana. Iron Craw Crusher and a blue. For the Weakstone Subjugation. Okay. That's fine. We do have ways to sacrifice that eventually. I guess the better play here is to bolt their 3/3, double trigger Prowess again. Attack with both of the 2/4s, put them to 13, and then play the Strongbow out second main phase. Seems good. That way I can see if they do something worse that I need to remorse next turn. Because the 2/5 is not a great blocker. Like my 1/3s, even if I don't cast anything, can still just attack into it, you know? But if they play like a 6/6 next turn, then we're going to need to save remorse for that. All right, your move. There's land 6. Power Plant Worker 4/4. Okay. Ooh, not a bad draw. Do I want to get greedy and sacrifice my Ichor Wellspring first? Oh wait, I can just cast this because I have the Foundry Inspector. Doy. Of course. Almost made a mistake there. So we'll give the Inspector flying and then smack him for 3. Okay. They haven't used a removal spell up to now either. Well, one that kills something, so I think we're fine. Play land, go to combat. Still gonna give the Inspector flying here. Assume that they're gonna use staff to tap down, I guess. Yep. Oh, aha. You know what they might be trying to do to me? They might have a Gaia's, whatever it's called here, and try to block and eat my Seraph. I think I attack with everything. Yep, I knew it. I absolutely knew it. Sorry, friend. Sniffed that one out. And they're dead. They can block one of my 2-power creatures, but then the other one sacks and pings for 1. And that will be GG's. Okay, clean. Very nice. Ooh, and we were about to draw some bricks there. Okay, so blue-green ramp. This deck wants to maybe try to kill them quickly. I'm debating if I want to bring in some of this nonsense. Like maybe take out Disfigure versus them. And maybe take out the boots as well. Bring in double Swift Spear and maybe the Onslaught. I guess the statue is also... No, the flying is good versus them, and I still have a decent number of non-creature spells. Can probably cut like the infantry. Yeah, let's try this. Go to game number 2 here. Playing for the trophy now, up a game. And how is the hand? Ooh. This is keepable. We're on the draw. I can Bitter Reunion, pitch something, and either dig for some more lands or dig for some more early plays. Now, I will say, this is probably closer on the side of mulligan than not, but I'm a little bit greedy. Just because we have 2 6-mana plays in our hand, and these are always 6-mana plays. Well, maybe if we draw our Foundry Inspector or whatever, but yeah. The point is, this is not fast enough versus them to make me feel comfortable. Okay. Removal's not bad. I wonder if I'm supposed to discard one of my 6-drops in order to draw off of the bitter. I'm tempted to discard the Warfare here. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. Okay. So, didn't find another land, but dug us closer to lands. Tower Worker 2. Okay, well, they only have 3 cards left, so... I mean, this is a nice mana sink for them later, though. There's a mountain. I think we want to get the 3/2 online first. Uh-oh, 5-drop. Okay. That's 2 of 3. We haven't seen a mine worker from them yet. Okay, let's play the Pendragon Strongbow. Pass. Can't block the power plant worker, but we are approaching the necessary mana to do some stuff here. Butcher looks like a good sacrifice creature for our Fracture as well. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, yeah, that's bad too. Okay, land number 5 is good. We just need one more land and we can start doing stuff. I'm going to lead with Butcher here. And then kill the power plant worker. Because this only attacks as a 4/5, so I can double block that potentially. What was that? Oh, they flashed out a Goblin Firebomb. Sure, they still need 2 more mana for that, so that's not that bad. Hopefully they're just playing a 3/3 gain 3. That'd be great. That is not good. Okay, I need to Overwhelming Remorse that. Battery Bearer is a huge problem. Gives them a lot of mana, so we'll untap and plan on remorsing the Battery Bearer immediately. Ah, well, even better. And that lets us keep the remorse for something even larger. Perfect, that was great. So I can't cast the remorse this turn, but I'm close. If something dies, then we can. And now they're back down to, what, 6 mana? Yeah, we're good. Last card in hand, this is a good sign. If it's Epic Confrontation that they're about to use, then we get to remorse their Crusher after. This kind of feels like Epic Confrontation to me. Or... what? Nothing? Alright, well, let's just play out another Strongbow and pass, I guess. Okay, 6 mana. Nope, JK, what are they doing? Clear Cutter, that adds 3. Sure, that's fine. I'm not going to bother remorsing that, because they're going to draw more lands eventually anyways. Oh, God. Man, we really need to hit that 6 land. I wanted to slam the Serpent so I could eat the last card out of the hand too, but... Alright, here we go. Tap the Clear Cutter for mana, yes. 9, 10, 10, 10? Goliath? It is. Alright, well, good thing we saved our remorse. Bad news is, they no longer have any cards in their hands, so... Serpent, not going to get value from that anymore. I guess we want to draw a mountain if we're going to draw land, so that this becomes a 7, and I can attack into the Crusher plus the Sprite. Okay. Well, we didn't, but oh well, what are you going to do? So we're going to play out the Serpent. It's going to be a 6/4. We're going to attack with the Serpent and both of our 2/3s. Not the greatest, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, I am, wow. What are they doing? So they wanted to keep their Crusher. They didn't want to double block this. That was really good for us. Okay. So if they're going to use the Firebomb, they're going to want to main phase it because I have the Strong Bull, right? So main phase Firebomb like my 5/4. Oh, actually, I guess the 5/4 doesn't do anything versus their 3/6. Yeah, maybe they're just going to Firebomb my Strong Bull. We would really like that, because we do have a use for drawing a 7th land. If we draw 7th land, we can play Seraph and give haste. They're attacking for 3. Okay. Oh, they're attacking for more. 4. They're attacking for 7. Gosh, the text on these is so small. Look at that. You can't even read that. Should I chump 4 damage? I guess I should probably chump 4. Well, darn it. So they're probably going to block and then shoot the Serpent, I guess. So let's not play out the Seraph pre-combat. Let's go to combat ourselves. And attack with these two. Yep, as expected. Ping them for 1, hit them for 3. And then play out our 6/6. Okay, or not our 6/6, our 6 mana play. We do have lethal next turn, if all goes correctly. Oh wait, no, Tower Worker also has reach. Oh, I forgot about that. Never mind, we do not have lethal. Well, we do. Oh, well, that also makes that easy. All right, bolt the Tower Worker. Combat. Give the Strong Bull flying. And so even if they have the trick to give reach, they have to block the Steel Seraph, and then I can just sack both of my artifacts. Yep, we still win. Very nice. GG. Very good. All right. Looks like we are going to pull off a delicious 3-0 here with what I think is probably the best deck in the format, Red-Black Sacrifice. I don't even think we had the best version of Red-Black Sacrifice, but we did have a lot of removal. And that is going to get you pretty far, right? 2 Remorse, Realization, 2 Bolts, Fracture, Disfigure, and then just some solid value creatures for the most part. So, good stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you are looking for Magic cards, you can always go to cardkingdom.com/Numot. Thanks for checking them out. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.